even from where I work. One man gbé body ẹlòmíì. In fact, there was a case to just pé wọ́n ti gbé body, wọ́n ti sin body yẹn ní Ondo State. It's another person, mama ẹlòmíì náà gbé. Ìgbà táwọn ti bẹ̀ẹ́ dẹ̀ máa wá ìjọ tó ń in fact, pathologist wa. Eré tí wọ́n gbé, kán tó lè zoom, iye owó tán sọ gan, kán tó gbé, wọ́n ṣe òkú gbé fún so many. They are not trained.
So, sorry, Titus, I'm sorry. I just want to ask a question. So, since start in your photo, Abishe video Mohbad, koto di pe won se autopsy, ko te si guarantee pe Mohbad gan lo se.
In fact, I'm telling you. Only imagine.
Yeah. I'm
telling you.
You asked, Madam Justice, you asked why Darosha put salt or something on his during his testimony, as it's been written. Allegedly, he says that
his father,
when they got home, he said when they got home, he found out that Mohbad was heavy and already smelling when we were taking him in, and he asked Adura to bring salt, so he will place it on Mohbad.
Why did they ask him? Why somebody that died just now, not up to 2 hours, is smelling and is heavy? No, make it make sense.
Thank you.
Let them get to court. Let them get to court. All these things, let them get to court. And by the time they have a medical personnel, a pathologist too, from Baba Mohbad, I'm sure Sanshitu will have that. By the time they start
he said from experience that when he lost, I think his grandpa or their dad or something, they had to put salt on his
How many hours? He immediately, the father died when? From what time to what time? The father died in the morning.
So I think that's what they should have asked his father. So it's possible that maybe they put salt under like native way from immediately. I don't know.
Exactly, when they are not yet to bury. That's why I mean they are not yet to. They want, even some people they do that even in our own mortuary. They don't put them. Some will say, they don't want them to be put in the morgue. So what they do is that they can put them in the mortuary, but not inside the freezer. So they can even bring this grinding stone and they put it on top of them so that they will not swell. It's a form of embalming too, preservation. Are you getting me? They do that. The local way.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because
some people use Sorry.
Because we said something about Mohbad body, that something can happen. They can, like people think they can exchange the body, and Mohbad's dad can do the DNA and confirm that is my son.
Exactly. Yes, it's possible. Yes, it's possible. It's possible. They can take parts, or else all the parts that are being cut, they can swap it, and
I just think.
Madam Justice, I have a question.
Go on.
Now that the results came inconclusive, and the justice for Mohbad, through Baba Mohbad, already take the sample again for test, of which the result is somewhere now. My question goes to DNA aspect, where the government of Lagos State or the court said it's restricted to Nigeria alone, where the autopsy where the DNA can be done.
Yes, see, let me tell you one thing about that DNA. The DNA, see, before that DNA can be manipulated, I'm doubting it. Do you know the reason why I'm doubting it? If they use Adura, as people are speculating, it's not going to give 100%, 99.9. It can give 40%, it can give 60%. And if you are abroad, you know, when you are filing maybe for your daughter or your mother or your mother wants to, file for you, they tell you to go and do the DNA. It has to be 99.9%.
Yes, I have a testimony on that.
Yes, if they use Adura, are you getting me? It's not going to give 99.9%. Know that. Good. And it's 99.9% that we want. Are you getting me? So, a lot for Convale.
So what about if the result is tampered? Like someone just writes and says it's 99.9.
Gishebi Baba Mohbad will do his own now. That person even though you see this inconclusive, by the time they bring their own, and then they can still contest it. That DNA the autopsy can still be, they can still do it, even go in Nigeria, that okay, this is where we want it to be done. If the one they bring and they are still saying that okay, because if it's not sure he wants to, he's his son. So forget that DNA. Forget the DNA to she gon lose license. And they will take it to court. Baba Mohbad, you see, Wunmi will go and do his own, our own. Baba Mohbad will do their own, and they will match everything together. But I can tell you, if they like, let them use Adura 100 times. It's not going to be 99.9% like Liam and Mohbad.
So my question is, when I say they can tamper the result, is that
I know what you're saying.
We all believe. What I'm saying, we all believe that Mohbad did not father that baby. What about the baby have a father in a corner and they switch that thing? How do you think? Because this Nigerian thing, we are all not getting it.
That is the reason why. That is the reason why everything they have to be vigilant. And I know the lawyers too. They know how this rolls in Nigeria now. I want to malo sheti one. So Wunmi will bring our own and okay, that is Baba Mohbad sheti. No, make it make sense. Baba Mohbad, Wunmi will go, even though if they say don't go abroad, do it in Nigeria. Baba Mohbad will even only sheni bimeta. He can have 3 samples taken there from Mohbad's body. The pathologist in Mohbad Wunmi should go and do her own. And by the time Wunmi goes and Baba Mohbad goes and they bring her Kotali and everything. So what's going on? What is going on?
I think she does. I just want to ask a quick question about the coffin again. Is it a normal procedure for them to take just the body, or do they take the body and the coffin for autopsy?
No, okay. Normally,
do they just destroy the coffin and leave it?
It depends. It depends. Because see, the case of this Mohbad, most of the autopsy I've seen, it has not been exhumed. They are either in the morgue. I'm talking about the ones I've witnessed. It's either from the morgue, or maybe they are just bringing the person from another hospital, not the one they've got. It's because it's an homicide case. So it's
exactly because it's the homicide case. Before he was buried, we figured out that it was a small coffin. His neck was bent. At least they should have brought the coffin out as evidence.
I didn't mean they took him when the father went to that police, or they took him to the general hospital for the body to be kept there. I didn't mean it's being kept there. Forget it. They will get the exact and everything, but because of that too, that's why they couldn't. He has gone. They buried, I think, about 7 or 8 days after or so. But that does not mean they won't know what really caused the death of that boy. No, there's nothing like inconclusive. They just want to play safe.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry, I joined late though. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I have a general question, please.
Yeah, let me just ask now just one question because I joined in late. I'm so sorry. Please, ma'am. The one that the autopsy and that Baba Mohbad did, will they get something out of it, please? Even though they said because he was exhumed, and I don't know if you've talked about it before I joined. I don't know if they will be able to get tangible results from it, please.
See, they might get tangible results from it. It depends on the angle they took.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It depends on the angle. And I'm sure as they're doing it, if they find that there's something missing or something is not, they will write it there.
Okay.
That, okay, oh, something is missing. And because of this that is missing, and this is what we're suspecting, they will definitely they'll put it in their report.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sis Detola. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can I ask my question?
Can I leave now? Okay.
Thank you so much, Justice. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the FYI. Very, very educative and tangible responses from you. Thank you so much. God bless your work.
Yeah, thank you.
Molly. Please, I want to ask a question and then I'll
You can drop me. You can drop me.
Okay, yes.
I need to go.
Well, we would love to see you over and over when we are here. We would like you to come and give us.
That's number one. And then number two, they don't exhume. Was the coffin exhumed with Mohbad or it was just his body? Because I missed that part. Thank you.
Okay, for the video, I think Mr. Gurexi can answer your first question because he was in the classroom.
The first question.
Let me just answer her so that I can explain longer. Then for the video of exhumation, what I saw is that I don't think they carried it with the casket. They came with a bag where they put him in. I doubt if they carried him with the casket because the casket, the main part where he was lying in, was still on ground where people were recording and all that.
Yeah, they destroyed the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which means the casket is still in that room?
Yes, it's still accessible.
Yes. Yeah, the casket was left there and they covered it with standard stone. The body was put inside the body bag and taken away because anywhere they are going with any dead concerning a dead body or a corpse, they go with body bag. And your second question, the pathologist gave report of what they saw. They did not ask any question from anybody. And when Darosha came, he was not asked any question whether Mohbad was cleaned up or not. I think the question was not asked.
I believe that's necessary. Apart from that, evidence might still be there. It is an evidence that he was buried in a small coffin.
Yeah, it should do.
It is evidence.
If it's to that, Mr. Taylor,
thank you, sir.
The pathologist confirmed, and it is written boldly there, that he was buried in a small casket, and that's where
this same pathologist let believe
okay. He even affirmed to us that the neck was bent.
Yeah. So my concern for a little while now is the nurse. You know, from day one, to be honest, since last year. Because my understanding is we should have heard her voice by now. They're claiming they called original nurse. Then after, they called this particular nurse that we're seeing a picture everywhere. I'm starting to think that it's just one nurse involved, which is Mohbad's actual nurse. Can we please ask her to also appear? Is that possible? Whoever she is.
Well, the nurse, to answer that question, because this platform will be more of clarification and insightfulness. Now, on that nurse, Baba's legal team wrote to the court, they applied to the court requesting additional witnesses. And to the glory of God, after back and forth fight, the request was approved. So the nurse in the last inquest, if not for what the devil has used some people to do, that made the inquest to be at a halt, to be on hold, the nurse could have appeared because the last inquest the lawyer representing the nurse was in court. So whether the real court or not, whether a real nurse or not a real nurse, during cross-examination, I am sure, with the team of lawyers, experienced and knowledgeable lawyers in this inquest, they will be able to make the court understand if truly she's a nurse or a hired individual.
No. It's like I understand what you're saying, but they said in their statement, in some record somewhere, that Mohbad's real nurse was first called. I think she has to come and speak.
Well, that's
Taylor, what does she wants to come and speak about when she was?
No, it's just.
Hold on, Mr. Titus.
Yeah.
It was never present there.
What Mr. Titus is trying to do is the first nurse that was called could be the person that came. That okay, this person is your patient.
They're playing games.
Is your customer. So he might have done something on that body, but did not want to appear. So that is why they had to plan for one nurse. The nurse was not available. They had to wait for someone available till the next day.
I agree with you.
And we can also find out if she was truly called, just like comment section just mentioned.
Yeah.
That is a very good area.
Mr. Titus.
And to add to Mr. Titus, also, if the medical history of Mohbad, they said she's been one that knows
That
more
is
about.
exactly the second thing I'm going to. Thank you very much, Nehimole. Medical history, please. Thank you. Hello. I'm listening.
Can you hear me? Yeah, sorry if my voice is a little.
I'm listening to you, Honorable.
Yeah, I think
95-year-old voice.
Yeah, leave him. I think from what you said, if they said they contacted Mohbad's nurse first and it was not reachable, if you called Mohbad's nurse, how will she know that they tried to call her when it was not reachable? It's just like me trying to call you and your number no go, it is switched off. How you want to know, say I call you? You get hold on. So if for me, I believe that Mohbad's nurse was not contacted in the first place. That one when they talk, now just scripts. You understand? She was not contacted in the first place, because if it was Mohbad nurse that was contacted, now, what time did they try to phone the nurse? What time did Feyishara appear? If you have tried Mohbad nurse and it switched off, and you try somebody's nurse and it was not available, according to them, a line was not going through because she was out of the country, how come they did not try to call Mohbad nurse again? So there was no calling of Mohbad not ab initio. You get me? There was no calling of Mohbad not ab initio. They only waited for this nurse, and this is where I'm going to, and I keep saying it. Now, when this Feyishara was called, it was a setup for her. She was not part of the plan. But as of today, she has become part of the script. She has become part of the plan. Because as of the time she was not part of the plan, the mother was screaming for Nigerians to help her, to come to her aid. Now, could it be that the same way they were trying to reach spending, because we heard that when these guys were incapacitated, that Wunmi was trying to reach them personally, sending messages to one, Liam miss you, how are you, blah, blah, blah. You understand? Then could it be that this person too has been contacted by Wunmi, just the nurse, to tell her that, okay, don't worry, you don't have to speak, you are covered, blah, 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 blah. So for me, there was no, they never made a call to Mohbad's personal nurse. Thank you.
I get you, York.
Mr. Titus, somebody said York new voice is sounding like that of Wunmi. So probably you use hot water, honey, and what have you to clear your throat. And don't sound like that. We're listening to you, Mr. Titus. In the next 16 minutes, we should be rounding up, please. 16 minutes. Thank you very much. Let's make our submission very, very brief.
I don't have much to add apart from. I just think we just need to check everywhere. We should not just assume that there isn't. All their records, all their phones should be requested.
Can I quickly say? To what York said, it's possible that you can call someone. We all have WhatsApp. They might have dropped a message for that first nurse that they are trying to reach her. Try and get back ASAP. Your patient is in some kind of dilemma. So that is a proof as well to show that indeed, maybe she was contacted. Even if they said they tried to call,
If the record is not with the nurse, at least they should show us so we can help them now. It's to help their case now. They should show us their own record.
Thank you very much. As I've said on the note, I said it long before now. Finance, let's move. Finance, please mute.
Hello.
Please mute.
All right.
Yeah, as I've said concerning the nurse, I said it and I still maintain it until when I can be proven otherwise. I said, I know there is Feyi, but to me, there was no nurse. I know Feyi exists, but there was no nurse.
And the picture is Feyi, right?
Yeah. But for someone to have said the nurse, even let's look at it from this angle. Maybe these people think, well, anyway, they are kids. They are kids with low brainer. Why could you, after administering certain injection on somebody and the person died, you left the syringes and the needles right in that room? Just for what? And you are telling us a nurse came to that place. Are you trying to divert our attention? And they even left some bottles just for investigators. When they come into the house, they'll be able to play along with what they saw. But let me say this, that cannot convince a right-thinking person. Somebody had been pied, and you left those syringes and everything used in that room, and the body was taken out. The nurse was not detained. Those things were not packed for evidence. You left it in the room. Please and please, they should rather say something. They should rather say it in a way that will make sense, not in this senseless way of trying to change narrative to believing what they want us to believe. How the guy died, how the boy died in that house should be something they could have come out to tell us and allow the law to take its course over who is culpable, if not by accident. So it is what it is, and we are not keeping quiet and we are not sweeping it under the carpet. We must fight it to the latter until we get justice. No matter whose source is God, the penalty should be served to whoever that is culpable. Thank you very much, and I give it to you.
Grexy.
Yeah.
Sorry, my contribution will be very, very brief.
Hold on, please. You will speak. Someone was there before you. Please hold on. We are moderating, please. We just have a few minutes. So 3 minutes, because we have 10 minutes, because Mr. Bùrst wants to use 10 minutes to say bye to everyone. So Madam Elizabeth, please, after Madam Elizabeth. Oh, sorry, I think Mami Lone Ranger is to go before Ma'am Elizabeth. Please, Madam Lone Ranger first. Elizabeth, then you, Mr. Fine Papi. Sorry, no more. We're not taking anybody up again. Please, just give us a few minutes. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Mr. Guresi, the host, how are you? Mr. Guresi, the host, how are you? Well, I'm here. Okay, I'm here for one thing. And because yesterday I said I don't want to say. How are you?
What do you call me?
You're okay.
Which host are you calling? Which host are you calling me, ma?
Mr. Guresi, the host. Guresi, the host. Guresi, Gure, the host. Ṣé ti gbọ́ mi báyìí? Abẹ́ ti gbọ́. So, yesterday I said I don't want to say anything about this ghost and other people getting money. And then I've been here since morning. I just want to implore the real justice seeker that come rain, come sunshine, we are standing to see that Mohbad get justice without insulting his father and his memory. I think my network is beginning to misbehave. Yeah. Anyway. So what I want to say to Mr. Guresi is you are loved, like I always telling you. And it's not everywhere that I defend you that I want to come and say here. But with what everybody have said to you, especially those that loved you, I know you are going to make a lot of changes to how you go to people's platform or how to even talk. Because you don't have to explain yourself even to those that never loved you. That will not change their mind. What really happened on that platform the day it happened has an undertone. And because people that is close with you, first time information. And I've been saying this for a long time, that nobody has an information. Change your orientation and then do what you want to do for God. Don't stand in Baba Mohbad's neck. If you want to seek justice, seek true justice, but don't stand in the neck of Joseph Aloba. That's one thing. Mr. Guresi, please stay out of some other people's DM. This DM thing, that people that will save your conversation and want to use it against you. Please don't DM anybody that you know they are not for justice. That's another one. The third one I would like to talk about, Mr. Guresi. People love you. Don't disappoint us. Don't disappoint us, please. I love you. I want you to stand by Baba Mohbad. Come rain, come shine. And I know that's a job only you can do for justice for Mohbad. I use my mind. I love you. And I will come here every day to share you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Blue Ranger. Please, Madam Elizabeth, please kindly unmute yourself and get ready to speak. Mr. Fines, kindly prepare yourself. You'll be going next after Madam Elizabeth to make your submission. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nehi. And I thank everybody on this platform. Mr. Guresi, I will love to talk to you and give you words of encouragement. I was on the platform of Lati the day the whole thing started, and I called him. I said I wanted to, I asked you a question that day, and you were about, I said, I have another question for you when you finish. I said, the question I asked was, when did you know this peers of a man? And I said, Lati said I should allow you to answer it before I give the second, put in the second one. And you said you knew him, when it started as a justice seeker or something. So the next question I wanted to ask, because they were asking you too many questions that day, of which, you know, it's uncalled for. I wanted to tell Lati that day that, well, since you knew him during, when he said he was for justice, there's nothing bad in you doing any business with him, as he too used to connect people. I know he connected Owoni Koko, he connected Binti for so many businesses. I wanted to tell him that day that there is nothing wrong in you doing business with him, since he said it's for justice. That is that. So just like my darling sister Lunringa said, we just need to encourage you, don't be discouraged, and then we want your total sincerity to Mr. Oluwabamiwo Aloba. I love that name. Please, Bùrst, I hope you are listening. Just give your 100%. We can't say 100 though. At least an excellent one. Sincerity to him. God will help you. I would love to encourage you. People love you. You are loved, well loved. Continue to do the good job you are doing. If you are not doing a good job, Brekete wouldn't have called you the last call he made. You know, that shows you are doing a perfect job. Please continue with that. God will be with you. To all panelists, thank you so much. And to commenters and to all those who love Mr. Goresi and who love Mr. Oluwabamiwo Aloba. God bless you all. Ani firuele igba. Olade to Baba Mohbad. You know, it is well. Thank you all. God bless you. Thanks.
Well, thank you, ma. Thank you, ma, and God bless you. On this note, I would like to say my loyalty, my sincerity to Mr. Aloba is even more than 100%. He knows it, and I want to say that anything that will affect that man should affect me, because the man has gotten enough, and if he's being made to see anything worse than that, it might go other way. But he knows, and I appreciate him, not for anything, but for having that trust. And I will not disappoint that trust that he reposed on me. I always beg God to always uphold the man. He's been through a lot, I can say, but now I know Baba is much more better now. Thank you very much, ma. I remain loyal to the cause, and I remain.
All right, thank you. I don't know if it's your network. So, Mr. Prince, if you can send request.
It's not here.
Okay,